Hey sports fans, Coach Nick here, and welcome to BBallBreakdown. Before we get to Rondo, I want to talk to you about our buddies over at BoingVert, who have created the all-time best-selling video jump series to improve your vertical jump. So you have to check it out. And if you go to boingvert.com/CoachNick, you can save big time. Only $9 to buy the entire series, plus you get access to Basketball Brain, a great way to train the mental side of sports, which we've gone over time and again how important it is. So check it out. Well, now let's talk about Rajon Rondo and his resurgence. I'm sure people had written him off after Boston and Dallas and the injuries, but he's back with a vengeance, and he's playing so well that I think he should get some serious consideration for the All-Star team. CP3 isn't having his best year of all time up to his standards, so why not slot him behind Steph Curry and Russell Westbrook and give him a good shot at making the All-Star game? I think he deserves it a quarter of the way through the season. And we'll have to see if the rest of the Kings will fall in line and they'll start winning games based on this great play.
It's safe to say that up until this season, most people had assumed Rajon Rondo would never regain his place among the very best point guards in the NBA. After winning a title with the Big Three in Boston and playing elite basketball for 3.5 seasons, when Rondo went down with an ACL tear, the fears were that he would never come back. And certainly, the last 2 years have been forgettable as he struggled to regain his quickness and timing. He also looked out of shape and a bit heavy, slowing him down to the point where he just couldn't be effective. And it all culminated in a disaster with Dallas, where he immediately butted heads with head coach Rick Carlisle over play calls, and in the playoffs where he was banished from the team before their series was even over. For more info on that, check out our breakdown we did of Rondo's time in Dallas. So imagine everyone's surprise when Rondo emerged from his cloud to a Sacramento Kings team that had its own share of turmoil. With a strange mix of players assembled by new GM Vlade Divac, it was unclear what to expect from the team, much less Rondo himself. So let's dive into some numbers to get a handle on what kind of season Rondo is having a quarter of the way in. Obviously, his assists per game stand out right away. He's back to his accustomed spot leading the league in assists per game, a full assist in front of Westbrook at number 2. And these are not your typical run-of-the-mill dimes from an average point guard. Rondo possesses unique court vision, timing, and accuracy. He's always looking for the secondary option of the offense when the defense turns their head for just a second, and he can thread the needle and whiz a ball by the defender's knee. And when I say knee, I mean that, since Rondo must lead the league in bounce pass assists. But it's the simple plays that are underrated. His accuracy and timing is almost always perfect, enabling teammates to catch right where they want to and exactly when they're open. And his propensity for the highlight play should be celebrated, not just for entertainment, but sometimes it's the only way to get the ball to the open man. But his shooting around the rim has regained its old form. His best true shooting percentage was in the 2009-2010 season, and you can see why. He was getting half his shots from 0 to 3 feet of the rim. This year, he's only getting 29% of his shots there, but he's shooting better from that area. He looks more explosive and back to his extremely clever and tricky shots. So many of his finishes are with the inside hand, catching the defense off guard and using his body to shield the ball from getting blocked. He also throws the defense's timing off with off-footed layups from all angles. By avoiding the normal 1.5 steps that defenders love to time, he jumps on the one and you never know which hand he'll use either. And then there's the Rondo. The fake behind the back, cradle the ball, then sweep it back towards the hoop for a finger roll with English off the glass. This is one of his signature moves and almost always freezes the defender enough for him to find the tiny sliver of an opening to squeak the ball in. Every young player should master this move, both for its crowd-pleasing nature and its effectiveness. If you compare his best shooting season to this year, the shots he's not getting at the rim, he's taking from 16 to 23 feet, the dreaded long 2. Of course, defenses are recognizing that his explosiveness is starting to come back, and they're giving him a ton of space to dare him into taking more of these shots. While he's not hitting a ton of them, he's not far off from the field goal percentage of his best year, but he's still ranked below average, and amongst guards with at least 60 shots from this zone, he's 10th out of 11th, ahead of only Kobe Bryant. These shots tend to come out of pick and roll when his defender goes under the screen. He should shoot just enough of these to keep them honest, and he'd be better off getting closer to 17% of the shots from there instead of 27%.
So there you have it, sports fans. If you want even more coverage, we go over his improved three-point shooting and his defensive rebounding and why that's so important to the fast break into pace and getting easy shots over on our .com. So head over there on the link in the description below or on the link on the screen, and you'll be able to watch the full thing. Our mobile app is coming up really soon, and that'll make it so much easier to watch all of our full-length breakdowns. So in about 2 weeks tops, it'll be ready to go in both Apple Store and Droid, so check it out. And also, don't forget our friends at BoingVert.com because they have terrific stuff over there. You will improve your jump, and you'll save a lot of money using my link. So don't forget, sports fans, at BBallBreakdown, not a channel, we're a conversation. You win,